All right, now the next step we're going to do is get access to the internal components in case you have to repair or fix them. The first thing we do, of course, is to turn the machine off. And now what we're going to do is remove the 3 screws on each side to flip the cover down. Okay, now what we do is we just take the bottom down here like this, and we're going to flip the machine over onto its back. First thing we're doing is we're taking off the feet. And now we're going to loosen, we've already pre-loosened these nuts. And we'll take them off. And this gives us access to the bottom of the machine. So as we lift it up, Don, you can come around here if you want to just take a... Now there's a cable that you can see there. We're going to remove the cable. And now we can flip the back and you can see the electronics on the machine. Here we go. You can see the load cells on each 4 corners. Here's the hub we were talking about. You can see the load cells are terminated here. You've got the hub cable which goes to the motherboard. We just removed it in order to remove the back. We've got the arrays that are connected here. Okay, now what we've done is that we've taken the bottom off again with the motherboard, but we reconnected the hub. You have to be a little careful that you don't have anything electronic touching or whatever. And we've connected in the controller, and we've got the power. We've switched it on. And what we're going to do is that you will notice that you can't take obviously good dimension readings. The thing is folded together, and similarly the weight readings are off. However, one thing that we can do here is diagnose problems with the arrays. And if we go in here now into our diagnostic, and here we go. There we go. We can see the arrays, the connected and problems. Now what we're going to take a look at is I'm going to actually change an array. I've got another set of arrays, and I'm going to put this one in because this is going to give us an error. And what I've done is I've just connected 3 arrays. So what you'll see is this thing will hook in to see the arrays. And instead of 4, 4, 6, you'll see I have 4, 4, 3. Now there's a couple things that we can do just to verify that we are looking at a problem with the cable back. In other words, do I know that I'm having a problem in the arrays and the cabling to the motherboard, or could it be, or the hub board, or could it be the hub board itself? One way to find out if this is happening or what is happening is I can swap the positions. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking out the width, which is the middle display there on the other one, and I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to reverse it with the one I've got the 3, and I'm going to bring this thing around, and I'm going to put in now to the height. Now if the problem is in the hub, always showing 3, then I should see the width still, I should see the height now sitting there with 3, and the problem won't have switched. But if I take a look, actually what's happened is this was 443, It's now 4 and 3. In other words, what you can do if you're troubleshooting is to verify that the trouble isn't within the board itself. You can swap the arrays around. You just have to remember to swap them back again. So in this case here, I can swap them, and now I know where to look for a problem, because what's happened again is you'll see that it has changed, and it's counting them up right now. There's 4, 4, 3. So the problem has followed the cabling. So I know now that the problem is with the cabling. If I ran into a trouble with a hub, and for instance, in most cases it might be a 0, and I'm saying, oh my goodness, is it a cabling issue? I'm not getting a problem with the hub. If I move the cable over to here and switch cables, and all of a sudden I see 6 on my height, 6 arrays appearing on the width, and I still have 0 here, then I know it's the board that needs replacing. If the problem switches with the cabling, then I know the problem is from the cabling back. So what we're going to do is we're going to assume now that we are having a problem with particular arrays, and we're going to show you how to get access to the arrays in the channels to fix them. So the first ones that we will do is the width, then the length, and then finally we'll put the machine back together and we can get access to the height.